Welcome back. We're here with two adapted sports coaches, and Mike and John. And John, I want to go over to you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, if you would.
So I've been coaching CrossFit for about 12 years. I've owned 2 different gyms. I've been immersed in the adaptive world for the last 10 years. And I have an underlying belief that everyone should be healthy.
That's a good belief. It really is. Now, you got involved in it. I think I saw a video of you, and you were talking about being in the best shape of your life.
It was.
And then something happened.
I was I was a passenger in a car accident requiring me to need brain surgery. But because I was in great shape, I survived the surgery. It has been argued that if I wasn't, I would not have.
Now, you continued you were very much involved in lifting and all of that prior to this, and you kept it going. How impactful was that in your recovery?
Well, what I have learned is fitness for recovering from a brain injury is like the most important thing. So it's not about how heavy, because I can't lift what I used to, so it's not about how heavy you lift, but more about how frequently you do it.
Well, Mike, how did you come to hook up with John? And it was almost divine intervention in a way.
Yeah, it was. The universe just kind of brought us together.
Yeah.
So my business partner and I had been talking about doing something with disabled veterans, right? He and I are both U.S. Army veterans ourselves. And I would say less than a week, just by happenstance, John had reached out to me through social media to kind of pitch the idea of starting an adaptive athletes program at our downtown location. And obviously, I got to know John, talked to him a little bit, and immediately wanted to jump on that because it was very much in line with kind of what we wanted to do anyway. So yeah, disabled vets, or just even if you're not a veteran, just any adaptive athlete, right? And just being able to provide that service and that space for them to have that fitness, because it does have such a huge impact.
And this guy seems to have had the experience that you were looking for. I mean, this is, I asked a silly question off camera, but I'll ask it again, is that to become a coach, an adapted coach, I mean, what is the process? Is it life experience? Is it going and getting a degree? How does that come to be that you become a coach?
There is technically a certification, but, and Mike can attest, it's about coaching and being in front of people, and what is scaling and how do you make a move, or how do you lead a group? That's a lot more hands-on.
Now, I know there's probably a technicality of how individual will approach a particular exercise, but what about the motivation, the mental aspect of it? Is that something coaches also address, and how important is that?
If you are performing a safe movement, I will be here every step of the way. I don't want you to get hurt, and I do want you to succeed.
I will say, John, especially understanding what adaptive athletes have gone through, he is really good at motivating them to push themselves and push those limits, and that's really where I think the results end up coming from, right? Is that push that he gives them.
John, now after your recovery process, you decided to write a book. What's it about?
It's really about, we cannot control outcomes, but we can control up here. So the whole book is about reverting your brain into thinking you can instead of you can't.
Well, that is key. Well, I know you were in the service, both of you were in the service, right? And this physical training was for a specific purpose, for the most part, right? In the military. This is a whole nother animal, is it not? I mean, the goal isn't to be as bulked up as you can be.
Right.
It's something else. What is that goal?
For me, it's all about being fit enough for whatever life can throw your way. Because in my circumstance, you never know what can happen.
Yep. And for me, it's, you know, I'm over 40 now. And so it's, my focus has changed from when I was in my 20s, right? Where I think a lot of it was ego when I was younger and in the military. And now it's, you know, being healthy and being able to be present for my kids and then hopefully my grandkids, right? Like I'm training for a life in the long term at this point.
Well, I know you have a program. Just last question is, you were both motivated to do this, maybe for different reasons, I don't know. But for those who are watching, what would you say to the folks out there who could really take advantage of this?
Everyone is able. Everyone. You may not be able to walk like him, but you can do things. And what I do is uncover what you can do. I don't think what you can't do, it's what you can do.
And that's the key, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. And it's just, and then like he said earlier, just being consistent with that, and I think you'll be amazed at what you'll be able to accomplish.
All right. Well, Mike, John, pleasure meeting you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
For your time.
Thank you.